Namaste, yogis and yoginis. Welcome once again to Yoga with Vic. Welcome to your spinal bliss practice, a practice where we're going to work, as it says in the name, the spine, the backbone, our beautiful bone that is actually holding us all together. And we don't pay as much attention as we should, and we're going to do so today. So let's start just lying on our bellies. We're going to breathe on the back, so we're going to be aware of what we have, our lungs and how they inflate when we breathe in and out. So just go on your belly, make a little pillow with your hands, or if you want to just put your face directly on the mat, however you feel more comfortable. But I advise you just go here, make this little pillow so you lift yourself a little bit, relax, and let's start some breathing. Bring in the air in our lungs and feeling how our back starts expanding. Sometimes we forget to breathe. We hold our breath, or we breathe too choppy, too fast. We don't tap into our breathing, which is our vital support. So pay a little bit of attention to that. Focus on the air coming in and out. If you want to start also exhaling a little bit through your mouth at the beginning, just to let go. Sometimes good. And very slowly we're going to climb slightly up. We're going to go on our forearms, just on our elbows, sphinx pose. So hands will be open, we're not holding into them, so that's fine, just relax. You can close your eyes if you want, or keep them slightly open. Again, we're going to focus and put our attention on the spine, where it starts to extend it. A little bit of a back bend, because if you pay attention to what you do on a daily basis, you keep forward folding all the time, a lot more than back bending, so we need to compensate those actions. So just relax. You don't have to put any strength in the glute or in the thighs, just relax here. Just visualize your spine from the top, from the head, the skull to the very bottom, sacrum, that little tailbone. It's curving now. Slight curve. And from here we're going to separate the hands a little bit more, just a little bit towards the size of the mat. And we're going to put them a little bit closer to our chest, and we're going to come up. But we're not going to stay there long, we're just going to keep going up and down like we're doing little push-ups. So we're coming down slowly with the strength of the arms. Exhale, inhale. Come up to a point where it feels good, and it, of course, never hurts. Go down, exhaling. Put that strength in the arms, so you're doing like a little push-up here. Inhale, come up, feel the spine, extend it a little bit more. You can engage the glutes a little bit if you want to protect the lower back. Exhale, go down. Just a couple more. Inhale, come up, extend the spine. A little tiny more than the last time. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. With the strength of your arms, you're pushing away from the mat. Exhale, go down. And the last one, this is the bonus one. Inhale, come up. Stay there. Let's take one breath here. And feel that extension of the spine without compressing too much the lower back. So that's why you might need to engage the glutes sometimes. And exhale. Go down. Okay, from here we're going to push ourselves to all fours. Coming wrist below shoulders and knees below hips. So in all fours. From here we're going to do our wonderful cats and cows that you should be familiar with, but in any case I will explain. So we're going to drop the belly towards the floor on a cow position. So arching the spine towards the floor, tailbone is coming up and shoulder blades will be getting together. That's coming with the inhale, and with the exhale we're going to go up, arching the spine towards the ceiling, separating the shoulder blades, and the tailbone will be coming towards the face. Inhale, come down. The neck does not crank too much. You can lift it a little bit, but not excessively. And when you go down, the neck drops and looks between your thighs, because you have to. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Remember, navel towards the spine, so really contract those abdominals and empty your belly completely. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Arch the spine towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Separate the shoulder blades, the scapula as much as you can. Push yourself away from the mat. Inhale. Come down, arching the belly towards the floor. Neck extended, but lie nice and straight without cranking towards the back. Exhale. Navel to the spine, really get it together, make a vacuum in there. And let's go to neutral. And from here, let's place the knees slightly backwards, so we give a bit more space. You can even widen them a little bit more. And we're going to do some circles. No rules here. So we're going to start, I'm going to start clockwise towards the right. You can go down as much as you want, or you can just keep it higher. You just pass a little bit towards the front of the mat. The important thing we're going to move our hips, open them up, get those joints a little bit of lubrication, because motion is lotion. So the more you move, the more hydrated your body is. You know, we have all these beautiful synovial joints that need that moisturizing coming. Let's go to the other side, wherever side you chose before. So we need to keep them lubricated, and the only way to keep them lubricated is by moving them. So the more you move them, the more synovial fluid you're going to get, and everything will be whoopie whoop, moving properly. So that's why it's so important that you move. And as they say, sitting is the new smoking, because if you stay still for too long, the body is not really getting all the moisturizer it needs, and everything starts getting stiff and painful. Okay, keep moving a little bit. Okay, awesome. From here, we're going to do something called deer pose. So I'm going to face you, so let me just put I'm going to do the left, it can be the right, it doesn't really matter. So the left leg is going to go on a 90-degree angle. So we're doing a 90-degree, and the right leg is going to do the same. So we're going to have this shin parallel to the top of the mat, this thigh parallel to the top or the bottom of the mat, and then this thigh and this shin are going to be perpendicular to that same place or parallel to the sides. Am I getting too mathematical here? Anyway, if you see me, it's a 90-degree angle here and a 90-degree angle here. This is a deer pose. From here, we're going to do a little bit of a windshield wiper. So from here, we're going to change to the other side, and then we have 90 degrees here and 90 degrees here. So you see, now we're getting into the mathematical part. Let's keep moving from one side to the other. So here also we are moving the hips as we started doing so. The hips are obviously joined to the rest of the body. It's our biggest joint, so it's very important to have mobility. And when you have pain in your lower back, it's not always the lower back, very often the hips. So we need to keep them really moving. Okay, let's do a couple more. And when we get to the top, whichever top is for you, we're going to go down a little bit. So keep those, sorry, I'm coming out of the mat, so I'm just going to go here. And you can use a block if you want, if you don't reach. And then let's go with our forehead towards the floor, whether it's with block, without the block, whatever works for you today. And you'll feel also a huge stretch on the glutes of whichever leg you're using at the moment. In my case, it's the left. We're stretching all the muscles over the lower back too. So very often when you have pain, as I said, has nothing to do with the lumbar spine. It's very often related to the hips, to the psoas muscle, hip flexor. So that's why we need to keep moving everything. Okay, very slowly come up. Let's do a couple of more windshield wipers. So one towards the side. Let's move to the other side. Come and extend the spine. When you come, don't rush it. Just come, extend the spine. When you move to the other side, also extend the spine here. So we give love to every single part of our hips and everything else. And from here, we're going to go down. Again, you can use a block. Oh, they're far away, but you can put the block in front of you and make a pillow. Or if you reach, or make a pillow with your hands, or whatever works for you today. And then you will feel another stretch on the other side. The glutes will be nicely stretched. It's a great feeling. And if you ever suffer from sciatica, and if you have, you know what it's like. It's very painful. This is a good start in all the pigeon varieties and reclining pigeon and the full pigeon or sleeping swan as we call it in the yin. But all these stretches are fabulous for that. I hope you don't know what sciatica is, because that means you have not suffered it. But if you have, you know how painful that is. Okay, let's go. Slowly coming up. Let's go again towards the front, and let's go to all fours. So let's move this from here. From all fours, again, wrists below shoulders and knees below hips. From here, we're going to do a couple of twists and thread the needle. So with our right hand, we're going to come up to the sky as far as you can, just vertical, and then we exhale and we go thread the needle. This time we're not going to go down to the floor like we do sometimes with the shoulders, which is going to go through the arm and as far as we can without going down. Then we come up again. So here we twist in the spine, using the thoracic, and we go down. And we're doing a bit of shoulders too, which is always fine. Inhale, come up as far as you reach. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching also towards the wall or towards whatever you have in there. You can micro bend the elbow a little bit that you're holding you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. And inhale, come up. Exhale, let's go towards the floor. From here, we're going to do a puppy pose before we go to the other side. So I'm just going to get some space. From all fours, we're going to put the hands ahead of us and very slowly come down to the floor. Your hips still up, so this is not a child's pose where we go with the hips towards the heels. The hips here stay up. And you can either put your forehead on the floor. You can also use a block if you don't reach. This all comes back down to your mobility of the spine. You can use a block here for your forehead. You can do it without your block on the floor, or you can, if your spine is supple and your neck is safe, you can also put the chin. But this is only if your neck is really safe and healthy. I love this pose, but it's quite intense.
You know, your hands are stretched as far as you can. There's a huge back bend in the spine, and it has to feel good. So if your choice is forehead, it's already fabulous. You can feel also the scapula, the tension, and also the muscles of your arms. Now the deltoids, trapezoid. There's a lot of tension there because you're really extending everything. Okay, just breathe deeply there. This is such a great feeling. You might be thinking this is torture, but I actually love it. Because a way of doing a back bend without, killing yourself or doing wheels or strange things. Okay, come up slowly. Let's go back to all fours. And from here we did the right, so we're going to do the left now. So left hand comes up to a vertical as far as you can. Also depends on the mobility of your shoulder. And then it goes through behind the right arm and reaching as far as you can. Come up inhaling. We twist in the spine, even though it's not a huge twist. It doesn't feel like a huge twist. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. But we're also moving shoulders, which are our joints, socket joint, ball, and like a bit. And they also need a lot of moisturizing. Keep going up and down. And okay. And the last bonus one, we come up. And hand goes to the floor. From here, curl your toes. And we're going to go to downward dog. This is our first dog. Actually, we're not doing a lot of dogs today, so make the most of it. You can pedal a little bit the feet. Remember, push yourself away from the mat, hands are strong. We're not going to be here long, so don't get too comfortable because actually this is just to pass by. So we're going to lift the right leg a little bit and come to the front. We're going to go outside of both hands. So both hands are in the interior of the right leg. And from here, we're going to lift the right arm, inhaling. Try to go as far as you can, and exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down, for God's sake. But if you need to pat the knee and put something underneath because it bothers you, please do so. But in any case, let's go up. So here we're extending also the hip flexor of the left leg. Again, trying to get that spine flexible and not having any lower back pain. Come up again. And go down. And let's do one last one. Inhale. And exhale. Fabulous. From here, let's curl the toes. Bring the other one together. And let's go to a downward dog. Perfect. And again, don't get too comfortable because we're going to go left leg up, doesn't have to go really high, and it comes outside of both hands, knee on the floor. If you need to pat it, please do so. Put a cushion, a towel, or just fold the mat. If you have a thinner mat, mine doesn't fold, it's just really thick. That's why I don't need a padding. And from here, we're going to raise this time the left leg, the left arm comes up, and you'll feel a lot of tension here on the right hip flexor. And then go down towards the floor. Let's go up again. Try to go a little bit further and feel that a stretch on the psoas. Come down again, exhaling. Come up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, go as far as you can, as high as you can. Exhale. And let's come up again. and go down. Awesome. From here, let's go again to all fours. And we're going to go down to the floor. I'm going to face you now. Or, yeah, okay, I'll face you. We're going to make a little pillow. If you have a pillow or a block or whatever you have, we're going to use it like a pillow. It doesn't look like a very comfortable pillow, but that's not the goal. And we're going to get the knees slightly bent. Put your hands together like you're going to clap because you've done a great job. And from here, we're going to go towards the back. Try to reach as far as you can. Let me just place this because it's a bit too tight. And then come back again. And inhale and extend as far as you can. Again, we're twisting the spine here and using the shoulders. Exhale, come to the front. Join your palms. Inhale, extend like your wings. Come back, exhaling. Inhale, open up. And exhale, close. From here, we're going to remove momentarily the block. We go onto our backs. Get our heels towards our buttocks. Palms down. And from here, we're going to do a floating bridge. If you're familiar with bridge, we just have to lift the hips using the glutes and the thighs very strong. The hamstrings are going to be super engaged. And what we're going to do is we're going to do floating bridge. So we're going to use the arms at the same time that we come up with the hips. So, okie doke. So start with the hands on the floor, and then as we lift the hips, we also lift the arms towards the back. Inhale and exhale and go down, vertebra by vertebra. Do not drop the spine, just fully on the floor. Inhale, come up also, vertebra by vertebra. Glutes engaged, hamstrings. Exhale, we're going down with the arms, with the vertebra. Feel them one by one, just landing on the floor. Come up again. Fill up the lungs. They will help you also lifting. And then empty the lungs. And land very slowly on the floor, using your spine. Come up again, rolling upwards, and your hands will be extended overhead. And when you come down, you're on the cervical spine, so you're going to feel the thoracic spine landing, and very slowly the lumbar spine, finally on the floor, and at the same time you come down with everything. Awesome. Let's do the other side. So we're now going to go towards the other side. Again, you can use a block, a pillow, or whatever you have handy. And we're going to bend the knees slightly. Palms are going to get together like you're clapping yourself because you did a great job so far. And then we open, extend as far as you can. Look towards your hand. Come back. Get the hands together. Inhale, extend your wings, open up. Look at your palm landing on the floor. And exhale, go down again. Palms together. Inhale, separate palms, open, welcome the world. Hello, I love you. And then give a hug to the world, get it all together. Palms coming together. And at the same time that you welcome the world and you hug them, you're actually moving your spine. Isn't that cool? So open, hello, hello, how are you? Get them together again. Now let's do a last one. Inhale, open to the world and the good things that are happening to you. Look, say hello to all the beautiful things that are coming your way. And bring them with you. Put them together. Oh, so many beautiful things. Let's remove the block. Let's go to our backs. Let's hold the bridge for a few seconds. You know the drill now. So the heels are going towards your buttocks, palms down, we're not floating it now, we're just staying there. So bring the hips up. Inhale and come up. And breathe there. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Remember, glutes engaged, hamstrings engaged. And see your belly. You can observe your belly, how it goes up and down. This is great to have really good glutes, so that those buttocks are going up. So yeah, always good to do bridges. Okay, last one. Inhale. Exhale. And very slowly, you can go on your tippy toes and very slowly start going down with your thoracic spine. Very slowly, lumbar spine. And now extend the legs ahead of you. Palms go up. And guess what? This is what we call Shavasana. So you can relax. Close your eyes. Remember, neck extended, so the chin will be slightly below the level of the forehead. And just relax. Breathe. You've moved your spine in different directions. Now it's just lying there, absorbing all the beautiful things you've just done. Now our spine needs to move in all directions. It's so vital. It's protecting our spinal cord, which is, our central nervous system. So we need to take care of everything so it is healthy, movable, hydrated. So this is a present for you. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can stay there or just start wiggling your toes, your fingers. You can give yourself a big stretch, arms overhead. Extend your legs. Good morning day. Whatever the time it is, it's always a good time to get started again. And give yourself a new morning, a new day. Okay, you can either rock and roll yourself up or come through one side. Whatever works for you. Come to cross-legged position. Keep your eyes closed. Hands in front of your heart in a gesture of gratitude. Bow slightly your chin. And thank you. My goodness, the spine, the vertebral column, the backbone, however you call it. It keeps us straight and moving. It keeps the body together. And it just protects the most valuable things. So yeah, we definitely need to take care of that. So thank you, spine, for being there and taking care of us. We'll take care of you in exchange. Thank you guys for being with me today. It's always a pleasure. So thank you. Namaste. See you very shortly.